Welcome to Beyond Boundaries, a show where we have insightful discussions and conversations with leading educators from across the country who are building and shaping the young minds of our future. Today, it is our honor to have Ms. Smita Mishra, the principal of Karl Huber School, with us on our show. She has received the prestigious Nachiketa Award from none other than Union Minister Nitin Gadkari. She has also got awarded by the Mewar Excellent, and she is also a certified master trainer from UNESCO. She has trained lot of educators across the city of Noida. Today, it is a pleasure to have her on our show. Welcome, ma'am, to Beyond Boundaries.
Thank you so much.
So, ma'am, you have received the prestigious Nachiketa Award. Can you please share us something about it and how you have received that award?
Yes. First of all, we'll go back into the history of Nachiketa Award. Nachiketa Award is given to the educators who are leading the work in academics as well as the holistic development of the children in their respective institutions. So this Nachiketa Award was held in Nagpur last year. It's an international principals conclave. So my idea was, because I think that apart from the academics, the holistic development of the children is very important. Value education is very important. The root building of the children is very important. So because I am a master trainer from UNESCO, so we have worked on the module of health and wellness. So my idea was implementing health and wellness in various ways in my school. And that implementation of the idea, how I had implemented in my school and what kind of experience my students have gained, and how these values and the approach towards concern towards environment, respecting the elders. See, everyone knows about these issues like environmental issues, everyone talks about it, but how to get it imbibed into the children so that they are connected, they are concerned with environment, with nature, with their nation. Because as per NEP, National Education Policy says that the children have to be rooted towards the ancient culture and tradition of our country. कि जो भरा नहीं है भावों से बहती, जिसमें रसधार नहीं, वो हृदय नहीं है पत्थर है, जिसमें स्वदेश के लिए प्यार नहीं. So that's what has inspired me that I should work in this direction, because everyone works for result, everyone works for academics and activities and sports. But what about the root cause, that is the imbibing the values and concern towards the environment and connect with your culture and traditions of country. So that idea which I had shared in that conference, and that was liked by the expert, that panel member committee, and then somehow I got this award of Nachiketa. That is, receiving this award from Nitin Gadkari ji was itself, because Nitin Gadkari ji jo bolte hain. So one thing, can I share that? Because when he was talking about the education, and he was saying that I was very average in my studies, that in my school time I was very average, like 50s and 60%. And my wife is a topper. She's all-rounder. She's 90% scorer. And I always had a fear that principal is calling me in the office. I always had a fear. And now I am sitting and standing in front of 350 principals. Earlier I was scared, but now I am feeling comfortable. That is coming from the union minister. So see the respect he has for the educators. And then he said they had a conversation in the family. The wife was saying, नहीं, बच्चों को तो बहुत उसमें भेजिए, और public schools and high-fi schools, because children have to be very good in academics. They should have 90%, 95%. And Nitin ji said, नहीं, मैं RSS के स्कूल में गया हूँ, हिंदी मीडियम में पढ़ा हूँ, मेरे बच्चे वहीं पढ़ेंगे. And that's what he said, that he having 3 kids, and all they're entrepreneurs. They are leading a team of 350 people, and their company's turnover is in crores. So that is what is important, like, background, the medium of instruction. No doubt it is important, but what is important, that the children should have the conceptual knowledge, the abstract knowledge, value education knowledge, gratitude knowledge. So that's what the idea of Nachiketa Award
was, and that's how you
that's
reached.
What I received, and I'm implementing in my school also.
It's an honor to get that award. So ma'am, as I have read that you played an important role in drafting the National Education Policy. So as we know that government is focusing more on the holistic development through the new education policy they are bringing in. So what are your views on it, and How was the experience?
It's very good. It was very good because the MHRD, when they were, designing when it was in the policy mode, so the committee was, the meeting was held in Vanasthali University in Jaipur, near Jaipur, Vanasthali Vidyapeeth. So there, the views and ideas from different educators, they were called, and we had shared our opinions. And based on the experiences and the opinions we had shared in the panel, so we were shortlisted, and that's how I got the platform of reaching that panel and giving my views on that platform. That was very prestigious for me, for getting a call from the ministry. So there, because you see, the earlier education pattern was 10 plus 2. Now it is 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. And what do you mean by 5? That is, 5 is the foundation. That is nursery to grade 2. And generally CBSE schools, some have Balvatika links, nursery, LKG, UKG, and some they don't have Balvatika. They start from grade 1. Like Navodayas and Kendriya Vidyalayas, they also start from grade 1. So it was very difficult because overall when you have to implement and you have to see the, that 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 should be applicable in all the institutes, in all the organizations, in all the schools, So that was the problem that was coming. So we had shared our views also. And then when it comes to the 6 to 8, that is the 5 plus 3 plus 3. 5 is the foundation, 3 is the preparatory, that is 3 to 5. Then 3 is the middle, that is 6 to 8. And then the 4 is the senior secondary, that is 9 to 12. So what the different changes in the 6 to 8th grade, that is the 3 plus. Isme kya hai ki earlier, as I had a word with you, that you had got that inclined towards your field, that you will go into film editing and, so that you got after class 10th. And in the new education policy, it focuses on the skill education, development of skill education from class 6. तो आप ये सोचिए जब 6 के बच्चे को, and all the modules are developed by the experts in their fields, like we have banking module, we have financial literacy module in 6th to 8th grade, developed by the experts from, all over the nation. So अगर बच्चे को 6th में ही लगेगा कि मैं banking की चीज़ें मुझे बहुत interest आ रहा है, so maybe he'll go for, finance or banking sectors, or even starting his own startup.
Absolutely.
So this is what very important, because 2 to 3 ideas are so beautiful in national education policy. One is the development of skill in children from grade 6. Earlier in our time, we used to think after class 10th. Now children are getting an edge in class 6th only. So this is very important. And then national education policy emphasizes on the foundational years, that is 3 to 8 years of age, where it is we all know that 3 to 8 years of age is very, very important, where the brain development of the child is going on, the development of the brain. So there you have to work on the motor skills also, you have to work on the cognitive skills also. So if more and more focus will be there on the foundational years, this school was built when we were laying the foundation. It took 6 months only to lay the foundation. And when we built on the first and the ground floor, it took only 1 month. So what is more important? Foundation. जब नींव मजबूत हो गई तो नीड़ का निर्माण होगा. नींव से नीड़ का निर्माण.
Absolutely.
Phrasing.
So ma'am, the new education policy came in from 2020, if I'm not wrong. So like, what motivated the teachers and educators around the country and the ministry as well, that it's the right time to change the whole system and move it ahead to, like, what drive that motion, and what inspired everyone, what you observed in the students that led to this conclusion?
If you talk about demography of India, पहले तो हम बात करते हैं नई शिक्षा नीति में क्यों ज़रूरत क्या है, जैसे आपने अभी पूछा. So if you talk about demography of India, India is the most populated nation and the most youngest nation. See the contrast. Japan, developed country, but is the oldest country. Majority of the population is above 70. So what do we have? हमारे पास तो देश का पूरा खजाना है. We have around 60% of the population below 25 years of age. So if in that age group we are implementing skill education, we are implementing the value education, the result will be there, na? Because sustainable development goal पे G20 summit हुआ है ना अभी, तो क्यों हुआ है? There are 17 SDGs. What are SDGs? Sustainable Development Goals. There are 17 SDGs. Infrastructure, poverty, education, human resource, so many things are there. And what is the one-liner theme of SDG? Leaving no one behind. So if 60% of the population is below 25, which is the wealth of the country, एक तो होते हैं resources जो होते हैं coal और petroleum, और एक होता है youth,
Human resources.
ह्यूमन रिसोर्स। तो हमारा देश तो यूरेनियम से भी ज़्यादा खजाना है हमारे पास, है ना? जो दुबई और मिडिल ईस्ट, दे आर thriving on the oil resources. Why can't India thrive on the human resource? That is the youth of the country.
Absolutely.
Aligning with the youth of the country, this policy is made into, implemented. And then the need of the hour, that we need to train the teachers, we need to train the principals, because many of they don't know the basic things. What is the vision of the policy? The vision is, first is foundation years, skill education, then holistic development, and then interdisciplinary approach. जब आप खाना बनाते हैं तो आप साइंस भी यूज़ कर रहे हैं, आप मैथ्स भी यूज़ कर रहे हैं, आप आर्ट एंड क्राफ्ट भी यूज़ कर रहे हैं, आप सलाद भी सजा रहे हैं, आप सब कर रहे हैं. रियल लाइफ में यू आर टेकिंग ऑल द स्ट्रीम्स. आर यू बाइफरकेटिंग द स्ट्रीम्स? नो. बट व्हेन यू कम टू सब, अगर ये बच्चे को फिजिक्स पढ़नी है पर उसको इंटरेस्ट है इकोनॉमिक्स में या इंटरेस्ट है पॉलिटिकल साइंस में, तो वाई कांट वी डू दैट? है ना? व्हेन रियल लाइफ हैज़ नो डिमार्केशन इन द सब्जेक्ट्स, दैट वाई कांट वी डू इन स्कूल एजुकेशन ऑल्सो? बिकॉज obviously in colleges so they have, but in school, because after school only they will have an incline towards their colleges. So interdisciplinary approach is important. As I am again and again focusing on that, value education is very, very important. Absolutely. So aligning with all these values and visions, then the training, mass training was conducted. First of all, in the first step, many principals were given this opportunity. They were given the task of taking this forward. So many were trained as the master trainer. Like one of the master trainers, I had been taking the training of the principals from different districts. So then the second line will be principals training the teachers, and the third line of action will be the teachers training their students.
Those are the end receiving.
Yes, recipient are actually the recipient. Everywhere when you see that recipient is the बच्चा है हमारा recipient है, वहाँ तक जाना चाहिए. पेपर में तो पॉलिसी बनी गई है.
Application on ground.
Application is going on, because for the past 4 years, when in 20 it came into effect, and it's 24 going on. The past 4 years, we have done a lot of work. CBSE has taken a lot of initiative for the training part.
Seeing the importance of holistic development, our education policy has accordingly changed, and it is for the beneficial of the students. But as we see, as the time move ahead, newer technologies, newer things, innovations are happening. Like you must have heard last year, artificial intelligence happened, and now whole world is revolving around AI. So, and similarly, a lot of new things are coming with the years, and they are being introduced slowly and steadily in our syllabus, and students are reading about it. So how do you think, as an educator, as a aspiring teacher, or someone who is teaching in the field or new in the field, one can stay relevant or updated with the new trends, and how they can take it forward and make sure that their students are not equally, at least they are enough updated with those technologies, so that they are not left behind the world?
So before answering your question, I'll just relate to one incident that happened with me in one of the conference, I think 10 years back maybe. So there the resource person said that one day, I remember that line from that workshop. He said, एक दिन ऐसा आएगा जब जैसे डायनासोर एक्सटिंक्ट हो गए थे, dinosaurs got extinct because of the various climatic, they could not adapt themselves to the climatic conditions. इसी तरीके से जो टीचर्स, जो लोग टेक्नोलॉजी से अपडेटेड नहीं हैं, they will also become extinct.
Okay.
Here extinct doesn't means they will change their profession, right? See how true he was. That was 10 years back. And that we felt in the year 2020 to 2022, right? When completely online, then hybrid, then again online. So if we were not updated, we were not ready to be updated. One is being updated and one is getting ready to be updated. Because somehow people are very sometimes not flexible also. They don't want to learn. ये तो हमें आता नहीं है. At this age, in 2020, I learned to make my own PPTs and I started making my own, presentations. At this age, I was doing it. So I really commanded on that. So if suppose that was not the change, then how could आज हम सब dinosaurs होते? We would were heading the corporates or some, factories or beauty parlors, मतलब something like that. I'm not, but is it true or not? So if we are not dinosaurs, we are sitting here and we're talking about technology, means technology has a great major role. And that's what I tell in each and every one of my training sessions, that do not be dinosaurs. Be the change you want to see in others. Line by Mahatma Gandhi ji, जो आपको बदलाव देखना है पहले खुद में करिए. एक छोटा सा इंसिडेंट है, कैन आई शेयर दैट? वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग व्हेन बापूजी के पास एक आए और बोले मेरा बच्चा बहुत मीठा खाता है एंड इसकी आदत छुड़वाइए आप। तो बापू ने कहा अच्छा ठीक है 1 महीने के बाद आना। तो उसने कहा अरे भाई राष्ट्रपिता हैं, मतलब देन ऑल्सो ही इज आस्किंग फॉर 1 month। ओके देन ही इज राष्ट्रपिता आफ्टर ऑल। देन ही केम आफ्टर 1 month। बापू उसको ले गए, कुछ समझाया और आकर के पिताजी को एक पुड़िया दी छोटी सी, बोले ये दवाई है, इसको सुबह शाम चटा देना।
अच्छा।
अब 2 दिन के बाद वो पिताजी आए बड़े खुश कि आपने ऐसा क्या दिया कि मेरे बच्चे ने मीठा खाना छोड़ दिया, और ऐसा क्या दिया जो पहले नहीं दिया। तो बापू ने बोला मैं भी तो बहुत मीठा खाता हूँ, पहले मैं खुद तो छोड़ दूँ मीठा खाना, तो मैं उसको समझाऊंगा। सो बी द चेंज यू वांट टू सी इन अदर्स। सो इफ द टीचर्स वांट their children to use technology judiciously, properly, constructively, then they should also do it, right? Even for the parents, घर में WhatsApp चला रहे हैं, बच्चों तुम पढ़ो, how is it possible? Parent on social media, on Insta, they are making reels. How the children will learn to use Instagram or the social media judiciously? How they will learn? They will learn from the parent, they will learn from their teachers. So that is what we have to be the change. Technology is very important, but if it is used judiciously, because children are being trapped from this if they are not using it and they are not guided by, the elders, by the teachers, by their parents. Like I have a session with my children mostly because from an our age, the teenage started from 13 onwards, but right now the teenage starts from 7 years. They know each and everything. Why? Open exposure to technology, open exposure to digital media. The type of media they are consuming, that is, inbuilt into their content they are exposed to. So I become their friends and I call them in my office. और फिर वो कहते हैं कि मैम पहले तो आप फ्रेंड बन जाती हो, फिर जब हमारी बातें पता चले तो प्रिंसिपल बन जाती है वो। फिर मैंने कहा नहीं बेटा, बिना नाम लिए, ठीक है ना, आप मेरे को चिट पे लिख कर दो क्या क्या चैटिंग होती है। And this way I do it and I get a bunch of, they don't write their name so they can write anything now because they know कि हमें तो पता नहीं चलेगा, मैम को क्या पता किसने लिखा है। And then I orient the parent and I say these are the chatting your children, maybe your neighbor or maybe your friends. This kind of chatting they are exposed to, this kind of media they are exposed to. The technology से देखिए, अभी आपने artificial intelligence की बात की, what are the pros, what are the cons? See, they can, imitate anyone's voice. They can, on a telephone call, they can, copy the voice and they can talk. Suppose my voice can be copied by anyone through artificial intelligence. So, but what is the judicious use? by ChatGPT है. But judicious use क्या है? आप एक लाइन करके आप पूरा उसका एक अच्छा सा आर्टिकल लिख सकते हैं. That is the positive impact. But if you use ChatGPT or for other things for destructive purposes, then how it is going to impact? How it is going to have a good cause? Same way, suppose storytelling. जैसे storytelling is one of the very strong pedagogy that we use in our classes. That storytelling can be used through AR and VR, augmented reality and virtual reality. If we are using every school is having smart boards now, right? Smart classes they run. But why not only to go for the content of the smart classes? Why can't you create your own content, create the link and hyperlink in that content, and then you can use that presentation in the class? Positive impact.
Where only that educational content
Why
is.
not? So that is the proper blending, judicious blending, you can say.
So ma'am, do you think the major concepts which especially comes in classes, if I remember, after 8th in science, maths, as well as geography and history. So do you think these new technologies which are coming, AR, VR and interactive 3D, and are those beneficial? And how are they beneficial in your opinion, if I may
Very
ask?
beneficial, because if they are used properly, if the teacher has a good training on that, like we give trainings to our teachers. So suppose geography teacher can benefit a lot from it. She can create that area, they can create Paris Eiffel Tower पढ़ाना है तो आप Eiffel Tower दिखाइए. And due to those AR and VR techniques, even there are some apps on the smartphones, like Canva app is there. There are some apps where you can show that object in the reality. Through that is called, I think, augmented reality. And virtual is totally fiction, but augmented reality, you can show that object that it is kept in if suppose the children are using that kind of device. So that is the best use. Science teachers can, after that, Kahoot quiz platform is there. So many quizzing platform, gaming platforms are there. So we can convert the questions into that gaming platform or quiz form, and then children can, take interest. They will take interest and they will learn the concept better. So that's what we use, that's how we use the technology with this method, so that children are getting proper knowledge of that subject.
So ma'am, like if they are, as you mentioned about the URL link which they can use in their presentation. So similarly, if I ask if a teacher is looking and seeing our show, so what would you suggest to them that where they should draw the line that, they are able to share their technologies and upgradation with the students, as well as at the same time they are not harming the student, or like the student is able to only reach to a level of content which is beneficial to them and not beyond that. Like where is that line the teacher should draw, and what more things they can do?
Students, without parental collaboration, teachers cannot make that impact on students, because in the school they are having the control. What about when the child goes home and then what he is exposed to, that we cannot control. So before all these, implementing these kind of technologies in the classes, an orientation with the parent is very important. When we have that orientation with the parent, then we can create that kind of awareness that what are the pros and cons. Like a child exposed to the digital media, social media, can also be exposed to dark webs, can also be exposed to that Discord IDs.
Absolutely. There are a lot of distractions happening.
Lot of distraction, because I had a session with my children, class 6th. I start from, my preparatory stages, 5, 4th and 6th.
The foundation.
So I want to ask about dark web. Yes, ma'am. I was stunned, because after I got this, knowledge from a workshop which I attended in cyber security, and that workshop. And my children, a grade 5, a grade 6 child is aware of what is dark web. He is aware of what is Discord ID, and they are chatting on it. It means children are, and parents को नहीं पता, because बच्चों ने ही बताया मुझे कि वो पेरेंट्स से फ़ोन लेते हैं कि स्कूल का होमवर्क देखना है, उसके बाद फेक आईडी बना करके उस पे दे स्टार्ट मैसेजिंग एंड दे स्टार्ट चैटिंग, एंड आफ्टर 15-20 मिनट दे आर वेरी फास्ट. Children are telling me they are very fast. So the best way is to have an open-ended communication with your children. आप उनको गलत सही नहीं सिखा सकते. आप उनको ये सिखा सकते हैं, बेटा ये करने से ये इफेक्ट होगा. अब आपने ये बताया, बेटा no, you should not use social media. This will not work. Do you think it will work? No. But if you will tell them, beta, if you are using it, this can be the effect, this can be the effect. यहाँ से ये नुकसान है, यहाँ से ये फायदा है. In this way you can train them. Simply,
I think it's we study, like I read somewhere, when you say no to something, they will do that.
They will do that
like
only.
if you say to press the red, not to press the red button, someone will press the red button.
Right.
So like how someone deals with such thing, and what is the solution?
You have to bring into your lifestyle. Like one example, एक ad भी है, एक मेट्रो में एक लेडी बुक पढ़ रही है, उसके साथ एक बच्चा भी बुक पढ़ रहा है. सब लोग ऐसे देख रहे हैं कि बाकी तो मोबाइल देख रहे हैं, वो ऐसे देख रहे हैं लेडी को कि some alien, she is reading and child is reading. तो किसी ने पूछा, मैडम आप अपने बच्चे को कैसे ट्रेन करती है कि वो बुक पढ़ता है? कहती मैं उसको कुछ नहीं कहती, मैं खुद बुक पढ़ती हूँ. Why can't we do that? Is it true or not? Parent in different rooms, 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom houses, everyone is in different bedroom, और फोन से बात कर रहे हैं. तो their device is bringing them closer or separating them, tell me. So sometimes because of our, maybe mindset, or we are not that we treat it as a very good time pass. So after coming from office, no, we are tired. Now let us have some kind of. Why can't that entertainment can be with your child talking time? There are examples in my school. There is one parent. The child is in grade 1 and is a very excellent orator speaker. The child can anchor the whole annual function, and a class 1 child, very good command over both languages, English and Hindi. So always grandfather is coming and he is there to guide the child and attend the PTM. So I just asked him, so he said 1 hour in a day after coming from office and school, क्योंकि मैं दादाजी हूँ तो मेरी सब बात सुनते हैं, फ़ोन मेरे पास होता है और मैं कहता हूँ 1 घंटा बैठ के सिर्फ बात करो, पढ़ाई की नहीं, बात करो. See the effect in the child. The problem is that children are not even from joint family, nuclear families में भी separated family से भी हैं बच्चे. So there are a lot of things. आप हमेशा बच्चे की, देखिए जो एक रिपोर्ट कार्ड होती है या एक बीमारी होती है, वो तो फेल है, ग्रेड कम है, ये तो एक क्या हो गया, बीमारी होगी. सिम्टम क्या है? जनरली इन आवर एजुकेशन सेक्टर वी गो फॉर द डिजीज. Are you getting my point? Absolutely. Not the symptom.
The reason.
The symptom started 1 year back, maybe. Like I had a entrance, matlab, where we do admission, so we take entrance and the interview with the parent. So I was seeing the entrance test of the child. The child has done very badly and was not able to have the basic concepts, you know. और mother was very much, ये कैसे पढ़ता नहीं, ये नहीं है, वो नहीं है, इसको कुछ आता नहीं. So I just started asking about the family background. She said she is divorced. तो प्रॉब्लम कहाँ है बताइए. बच्चा तो he is in stress ना. Father is not staying. The legal custody battle is going on.
He's not at peace.
So he is not at mental peace. The mental well-being is not there. So आपने तो बीमारी देखी ना. Symptom तो भी तो देखिए.
People don't want to know why.
Yes.
They are more focused on what has happened.
What to teach is not important. How to teach is important.
Hmm.
My teaching journey, why I landed up in this administrative post. I was a teacher. I was very happy in teaching. Because when I was in my class, so good impact children were listening, and same class with different teacher was behaving differently. So that what inspired me, that being a teacher, you cannot instruct your colleagues to do the same thing you want to do. Yes. So then I accepted this post as an administrator because I wanted to teach how to teach, not what to teach. So हर एक जो भी education sector में, because we are here by choice, not by chance. You are here by choice.
Ma'am, that only I wanted to.
गुरु बनिए.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, उसी के regarding
Yes,
details, I wanted to know that you have postgraduated in zoology from Delhi University, and then you switched to in the field of education from science, and it's completely switched. So, ma'am, these were the reasons that you are so passionate, and like how did it happen? And
देखिए, first
it must
of all,
have been difficult.
Yes, I would like to say to all the viewers also that if you want to excel in your field, you have command over your subject. Whether you are from science background or you are from commerce background, you should have command. So when I was in my college days, I was very fascinated by the life underwater. Because first life evolution कहाँ से start हुआ? पानी के अंदर. The first cell originated underwater. So that what fascinated me कि life को अच्छे से पढ़ो. And when you talk about zoology, that is the प्राण की जब बात करते हैं, तो प्राण मतलब होता है उसमें सब कुछ होना चाहिए. जैसे पंचकोश यात्रा होती है ना, इसमें आपका अन्नमय कोश होता है, फिजिकल डेवलपमेंट, देन सेकंड इज दी प्राणिक विकास, जैसे प्राणों का संचार होता है, लाइफ प्रोसेसेस, देन मनोमय कोश व्हेन यू आर हैप्पी फ्रॉम इनसाइड, एंड देन दी विजनमय कोश, इंटेलेक्चुअल डेवलपमेंट. एंड व्हेन दीज 4 कोशास आर इम्प्लीमेंटेड, देन you have the Anandamaya Kosh and you are very happy, satisfied, contented. So because that contentment I wanted in the life, मैंने सोसाइटी को क्या वापस दिया, जो मैंने बच्चे पढ़ाए वो अपनी लाइफ में क्या करते. मेरे लिए सबसे बड़ा अचीवमेंट क्या है, एक बच्चा मेरे पास आया, उसके बच्चे यहाँ पढ़ रहे हैं और वो मेरे से बहुत पहले का पढ़ा हुआ है. And he was there seeing me, he had tears in his eyes, I had tears in my eyes. मैं नाम नहीं याद आ रहा था, but the moment he said, क्या था अगला सीन, वो he came down on my feet, I hugged him. ये अचीवमेंट है. So that is why, क्योंकि अगर आपको दुनिया को बदलना है, you have to come to the level of children. आपको पता है, मैं अपनी प्राइमरी टीचर्स को बोलती हूँ इंस्ट्रक्शन देने हैं तो, क्योंकि आपका 3 साल से 8 साल का बच्चा इतनी हाइट का होगा और आप 6 फीट के हैं या कम हो सकते हैं. कम टू द लेवल ऑफ द चाइल्ड. जब आप उसे पास आके बात करते हैं ना, द चाइल्ड फील्स कनेक्टेड. तो टू दैट कनेक्शन, फॉर दैट कनेक्शन आई केम इनटू दिस वे. आई वांटेड दैट कनेक्ट.
You wanted to build that strong foundation.
And I wanted to give back something to the society.
Which, absolutely.
Hoping I'm doing it.
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. Thank you so much, ma'am.